Okay, why am I holding this Bragg Organic Apple Cider Vinegar? I'll tell you in a second. I practiced chiropractic for almost 20 years. I had some hernia problems that prevented me from continuing to practice after 6 hernias and a botched surgery on number 3. There was no way to continue, but I like to try to see and find natural things for your health, and so I will a lot of times try them myself, or have a read up on the journals and those kind of things. But when I was 23, 20 some odd years ago, I experienced a kidney stone. And it was a terrible experience. I didn't know what was happening. I literally thought I was dying. I had to call the ambulance. It was terrible. After 9 days in the hospital of trying everything possible, getting adjusted, drinking stuff that was god-awful, literally jumping off the bed, trying to shake it loose, there was no way. The doctor said you're risking kidney damage, so he had to go in with the cystoscope, which is the basket, and grab it, pull it out. I was fine after that. About 14 years later, I was in my upper 30s. I had another episode. I was out of town at the time. Another horrible experience, emergency rooms back and forth. We were in Destin. Anyways, came back home. They said I had one in the other side as well as the side I was hurting in. Long story short, I must have passed them because don't know what's going on. So a number of years I try to drink a lot of water. Don't drink any Coca-Cola to speak of, once in a blue moon. But the other day I was lying in bed and I felt that pain. It's like the first one when I was 23. It feels like you've been kicked in the groin. It's a very deep, just if you've ever had a kidney stone, I don't have to explain. But there's several ways you can hurt. One is kind of like being kicked in the groin. The other one is literally in the back on the side. You can even hurt in the front, but anyways, the pain was moving from the back where my right kidney was to the right side of my groin. And I was like, oh no, it wasn't to that point where I was having to go to the emergency room, but it was getting bad. So my wife, I've got a great wife, she started doing a little research, and I'd heard this before too. So she said, I've read where you can take some apple cider vinegar diluted, and within a couple days it dissolves the stone to a point where you can pass it. Okay, all right. I tried everything when I was 23, everything under the known to man, and 9 days in the hospital. So, but okay, I listened to my wife like a good husband, and so started drinking some regular processed kind of apple cider vinegar. Anyways, she went to the health food store because this is an organic one, unfiltered, raw, and it has with the mother. I don't know what that means, with the mother, to be honest. I think what it means is because it's unfiltered. If you've ever had kombucha, the mother is the main part of the fermented solution. So I think this is what it means when they say with the mother. But anyways, Bragg, here it is, so you can see it real good. Put it in front of the lens. So what you do is you take 2 tablespoons of this and you dilute it with 8 ounces of water. You may want to put a little bit of ice to make it more tolerable. It's not the most pleasant thing, but you kind of acquire it. Trust me, I had a colonoscopy a few months ago. Not near as bad as that stuff they have you drink. Not even close. And you don't have the what's. So do this 3 times minimum a day for a couple days. But she also got me something called Stonebreaker. It's a homeopathic medicine, and what you do is you put 40 drops in 4 ounces of water and drink it. This is a bit worse than the apple cider vinegar. However, so here's the results. Here, yesterday, I mean, it was on and off. It seems to be worse when I lie down, or was worse. But I went to the restroom and I was like, man, that vinegar is burning me when I go to the bathroom. But then I thought, wait a minute, it's not. I mentioned to my wife, she goes, I think you passed it. And I thought, well, maybe because it hadn't been burning. I've been taking this stuff already for a day, and seems like I would have burned before now, but I just attribute it to this stuff being acidic and, you know, irritating my urethra. But then I realized the very next time I was drink a lot of water. In addition to this, the remedy, you gotta continue to flush your kidneys, drink a lot of water. So I realized the very next time I went to the restroom, within the hour, it did not burn. So then I thought, that must have been it. Now, I should have been filtering it. If you want to catch it, then you have to urinate through a strainer. So go to the dollar store and get one. Probably not good to use one in the kitchen. But so last night I was still a little sore, and I thought, no, it didn't pass. But I'll tell you, I'm gonna do it today. But I'm not having near the pain, and I honestly feeling a little bit in my left side. I'm wondering if, you know, like when I was 37 or 8, I had one on my left, but when they did the CAT scan, they said, well, you've also got one on the other side. So I know I've got a problem with them, and it can be either side. So I really think it's kind of cleaning out my kidneys, and they say to do this once a week. If you're prone to kidney stones, once a week, just to do this. It's really not that bad. It's supposed to be pretty healthy for you. So if I can help one other person not undergo that pain, agony, expense, surgery, and just pure hell, then I'm gonna do it. That's why I'm posting this video. So these two things, try it. It's worth a try. And from everything that I've read, in my experience, within 2 days, it's done. Mine was really within, I started drinking it the night, and then the next day, I guess it was about 24 hours. About 24 hours later, it obviously passed. I'm going to continue to do it today, maybe even tomorrow. And if I don't hurt, then I'm going to go to once a week. But keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully that's going to be 2 thumbs up on that deal. So, from Dr. Katz, try it. Can't hurt.